how long has your family been involved in the racing field, and how does your entrepreneurial experience apply to what you're doing today?
I've been in it since, so I started a company called Leaf Filter back in 2005. And so just as the brand got bigger, as we started opening more locations nationwide, and we're looking for ways to grow our brand and be more recognizable, especially as we were going down south, I had the opportunity to sponsor one of the other NASCAR teams. So just for about 2 years, had our logo on the car and would take some customers, some of our employees down to the races and had fun with it. And as we started to brand the racing car and everything else throughout our company, and it almost became almost a feeling, a theme of our company is racing and be fast and just all that stuff, started to talk to some of the other team owners in NASCAR and some of the people who were in the garage and the executives. And then, we were spending more money on advertising with Leaf Filter. And, I just thought, man, even knowing and being entrepreneurial, I thought, man, I think I could do this better than these guys can. So I started looking into it, just like all of us do with everything. You start looking into it and start investigating and then getting interested in the actual business side of it. And then I did. I grabbed who is now our president. His name's Chris Rice, and sat down with him and went over exactly what it would look like to start a team. It's one of those things where, and I used to say this, it's like if you want to start a Major League Baseball team or a football team, you can't just start one, and that was similar in NASCAR. You couldn't just start a team. Usually you have to acquire one or buy one. But we literally started one in the Xfinity Series from scratch. I mean, we didn't have a race shop. We built, true entrepreneurial, just get it done. When I started Leaf Filter, I started it out of my house, before we even got an office. And so it was almost a similar thing. Didn't work out of my house with NASCAR, but, we're just started with just a few people, and then it's just really grown from there.
So when you first started, how much capital did you have to raise? Because you're going in as novices. I don't know what your background in NASCAR, but you're going all right, let's just
Sponsorship.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you go straight in. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, we started. So from the racing standpoint, how much capital did I had capital just because of sponsoring of Leaf Filter. So even as Leaf Filter, then we were actually sponsoring ourselves. I legit, and we still do. We still run the Leaf Filter car and still spend money and still advertise because it's a great marketing. We know how to use it. We knew how to use it. And so if I was going to spend all that money on somebody else's team, then I might as well be able to 100% control it. And the whole thing was about even going fast. I don't know how much you know about NASCAR, but there's teams that sometimes are in it just to be running around the track. And then other times you're spending money and going to get the best drivers and everything else to be able to go win trophies. So I wanted to be able to go fast and go win trophies, but that does take, money. And it's been, we're going into our 7th year, but, like I said, from the beginning, I didn't need much capital. Well, I shouldn't say, that's ridiculous to say. It doesn't seem like that much capital now, but I guess there was a lot.
Matt Kaulig, thank you so much. Executive Chairman of Kaulig Companies. And if you have not checked out the championship team, Kaulig Racing Team owner at the Xfinity Series himself. Matt, thank you so much